So very good evening everyone. Let's start the day. Let's everyone please quickly join. So very good evening everyone once more. Let's join others then we'll start. So first of all, sorry for inconvenience. Uh, Actually that I was little busy today. That's why I started the class late. I already informed in that WhatsApp channel. Sorry for inconvenience. Now we can start. So very good evening KK Music and Service. Very good evening Santosh. Very good evening Devin Sharma. Very good evening. Very good evening Vishnu Sharma. Very good evening Anirudh Pathak. Very good evening Kajal Verma. Uh, Roshni Kumari. Very good evening Badal Sharma. Good evening Sergi. Ankita. Good evening. So in sorry for inconvenience once more. Actually I was busy I was little bit busy somewhere. Today is little busy day, so I just got late little. Then let's start the day. As I can see 18 people are visible. So welcome back learners. Now we are here sitting with that we have day 6 today, which is all about mastering listening skills, and where we will be talking about, as I already shared, I told you already in earlier. Then we'll talk about the listening skills today. And what we have to talk about in listening skills, we will that our today's class goal is enhance your listening comprehension in English, and especially we will be focusing on understanding your spoken English and practicing summarization skills. Yes. So we will be checking that where are you struggling. We will talk about your barriers of listening, and we will also check are you able to summarize that any kind of content, audio, video, and all. Because I will try to take your test of listenings. That is the plan for today. Adding to it, let's understand why listening is essential. Before that, before before uh, before this having discussion, what is listening and hearing? I want to know from you all that do you think, by the way, is there any difference in listening and hearing? आपको लगता है कि listening और hearing में कोई अंतर है? Is there any difference in both the words listening and hearing? Please tell. Anybody can share. Is there any difference? Okay. So DPS no. Yes, there is difference. Others? Others can also share. Okay. KK knows. Ankita knows. Others? Okay. Very good. Let's listen to Vishnu. Vishnu, can you please tell what is the difference between listening and that hearing? Or apart from Vishnu, any other can share. If you know, you can share. You can share in WhatsApp group that sorry, I have habit in WhatsApp group. You can share in chat box. What is the difference between listening and hearing? क्या अंतर है दोनों में? You can tell me quickly. You can tell in short sentence or you can tell in one word. There is no problem. What is the difference in listening and hearing? Because we are talking about listening today, and tomorrow also we'll talk. But we should know what is listening and what is hearing. Hearing unwanted sounds that we don't focus, and listening we focus while listening. Very good. Do agree. So as Ankita has already shared that whenever we are listening something, and for that we have to focus, so we are focusing, that is called listening. And the thing which we are not focusing, the sound is coming automatically in the ear, or without focusing we are getting the sound, that is listening. That is hearing. Are you listening to me right now or are you hearing? Can you please share? Are you listening to Niketan or are you hearing? Listening. Okay, others? Good to know that it means you are listening, you have good understanding of listening and hearing. Now let's understand then what is importance of that, why listening is essential. Then some people say na that that there is no requirement of listening, that बस आपको writing में अच्छा होना है, speaking में अच्छा होना है. Yes. लेकिन apart from writing speaking, that you need to understand that listening is very important element, a very important component of speaking, which we need to understand in terms of communication. First, let's understand that why listening is important or why listening is very essential. Importance of listening comprehension builds understanding to different extent and colloquialism. So let's say that you may need to understand that when we talk about Hindi, English, or especially we are here for English, English has multiple accent. Accent means a style of speaking. Let's say for an example, if you go right now Allahabad, and you go Lucknow, and you go Mathura, and you go Bihar, you talk to the four people in Hindi and you will find all four people will speak in different manner. Means they have the different style of speaking. So I can say this is their accent. Bihari people are speaking in Bihari accent, and the people who are in Mathura, they are speaking in Braj accent. They have their own way to speaking, own style. So same, when you are listening very carefully to the person, you that generate your understanding, and you understand different accent, means different way of style of speaking for the person. Speaking skills, that's truth. When you are listening to the person very carefully, it improves. Very important thing in speaking, which is pronunciation, how you are pronouncing that word or how that person is pronouncing that word. Let's say I told you in on first day also, if you remember, I am again repeating that when we talk about in speaking, there are only two things which makes your speaking different from others. One of them is vocab, which kind of vocabulary or which kind of words you are using while speaking. Second is pronunciation. Your vocabulary and your pronunciation, these are the two components which makes your speaking different from others, or which help you to becoming confident or the sound different in the crowd. Yes, apart from pronunciation, it also help you in intonation. Intonation means voice level. When you have to speak louder, when you have to speak slow, when you have to speak that normal, so that we cannot speak always in the same voice level. As per the situation or as per that requirement, we have to change our voice level. Vocabulary growth, introduce new words in context. Yeah, That is truth. That's why listening is important. Whenever you are that listening from anybody new words, that you will get their understanding of that words and you can share with that others. Let me have a look in chat box also. When we someone listen with focus. Okay, okay. We are listening. Good job, Lali. What is the education system in English, sir? In which type of role in moral thing? We are listening. Sorry, Om Prakash, what are you asking? We are listening to you. Listening is a voluntary and active process through which one interprets the sounds. Yeah, correct, Amit. I am listen. Very good evening, Chirag. Very good evening, Virginie ma'am. Let's come then. So see that when we talk about that your activities, what are the activities you can help to improve your English? English listening especially. There are the few things which you can keep in your schedule. Engage with English podcast. Podcast means there are some shows. I will show you on my screen also which can help you. There are some English podcasts which can help you to know about the things that you can recall these podcasts. You can listen these podcasts which can help you to understand these people, that how the people are speaking, and you can add them in your overview. Watch English movies or TV shows. Yes, so it would be possible. Yes, that if you can start watching English movies, or you can start watching TV shows, web series, any serial, cartoon, magical shows, or any interview shows in English, that will definitely help you to learn their accent, pronunciation, enunciation, articulation. These things are going to help you a lot. And try to summarize content to reinforce learning. So whenever you listen something later on, that try to speak like that person at your home. If it's possible, you have dressing table at your home, sit front of dressing table, speak with that. If it's not possible, keep your mobile phone camera on, sit front of the mobile phone and record yourself. That can help you. Yes. So let's say if but we need to understand here that how to summarize. Let's say I watched one weather forecast channel where I have seen that a lady is telling about weather in English, and I like that. When I like that, then I was thinking, now after listening, I made the notes. Then now I'm thinking that I am gonna make it, and I will definitely what I'll do. I will definitely that use my own notes, and I will try to repeat the lady in my own way. I will do summarizing, or I will summarize that content from my side. But when I sit for summarizing, now I am in little doubt how to summarize. So what can I do? Let effective summarization means that जो भी आपने सुना है, आपने मूवी देखी है, आपने पिक्चर देखी है, आपने वेब सीरीज देखी है, आपने कार्टून देखा है, अच्छे से सुनिए। और देखने के बाद इट वुड बी बेटर, आपको कोई अच्छा कोई या कोई आपको टफ शब्द मिल रहा है, कोई टफ वोकैब मिल रहा है, यू राइट इन योर कॉपी। आफ्टर राइटिंग दैट ट्राई टू स्टार्ट समराइजिंग इन योर ओन वे, उसे अपने भाषा में बोलने की कोशिश करिए। So first is that identify key points. Whenever you listen any movie, or you are watching any movie, any speaker, podcast and all, you have to always focus on these 5 W's. What are those 5 W's? How can you say that good listener is good speaker? Because the person who listens, that person respond carefully. That's why I'm saying good persons are good listeners are good speaker. Okay, Om Prakash. Now let's say that who, what, when, where, and why. So when we talk about that, whenever you are listening something, podcast, movie, videos, web series, and all, you have to find answer of these 5 W. Who is main character in that video, or what the person is doing, when the person is doing, where is that person is doing, and why that person is doing. You need to remember that. Capture details, note interesting facts or quotes. If you found something interesting, you can write in your copy, you can write, make a note, or you can write any quotations or something. Practice out loud, share your summary with someone, or record yourself. If there is a good friend, do practice with that friend. If no good friend, then start practicing with yourself by the recording. So I remember that when I was in learning mode, especially when I was practicing listening, I was very poor in that. Then what I used to do, that I used to just watch that shows. Then I used to mimic them, not completely, but however, for example, today I watched the show which is about cooking. Then I used to mimic like that person. For example, hello friends, this is that XYZ person, your best cook of this channel, and today I'm going to tell you how to make samosa. For making samosa, you should require these ingredients. Those are like this: two potato, one that one ball flour, oil. These are spices and all. Now let's follow the process. So I used to copy that person and I used to speak loud. Sometimes my mother used to scold, what are you doing? Then later on she understood that he is practicing. So that really helped me, this effective summarization point. You can also see if these points can help you. Yeah. Next part is that suggested daily schedule. When I was in that starting mode, I was practicing for listening. You can try that. I just gave you that example, but if you have more time, you can add it, or if you have less time, you can add it as per your understanding. In morning, listen to a podcast during breakfast, if it's possible. Not breakfast, while walking on the terrace. You can listen a podcast minimum 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes as per your availability. Afternoon, watch an episode of your favorite show. So whenever you are having lunch or you are free in the noon, that start watching any episode. If you like English movies, English movies, or let's say English dramas, Hindi dramas in English, that converted mode, translated mode, Hindi cartoons in English, or you want something else, you can watch them. And in evening, write any speaker summary. So this is plan for your listening routine. Yes. Tips for better listening. If we see that what are the tips, those can help you to enhance your listening. I hope you are understanding, everyone. You are not feeling bored. Sir, your video is showing too much small. Yeah, that I made a small, Monica. What is the problem with video? Should I change it? Let me change. Got it? It's better now. Is it better now? Okay. So I'm saying, people, I hope you are not feeling bored. Yes, feeling bored. People are saying yes. Is it for board or for video? Okay. So how we all can be better listening and better in listening? So there are 3 points which can help you, which I am still using. I'm not saying I am expert in listening, but still I am learning and I'm in learning mode. So I'm following these 3 points. You can also try. First one is stay engaged, eliminate distraction. Whenever any speaker is speaking, I think that person is important for me. I eliminate distraction. That could be internal, external. I just focus on their speakers. Note taking, write down new words or phrases. Whenever I see my any speaker is speaking new words, new phrase, I don't know the meaning, then I write that on the spot in my copy or laptop or mobile phone. Later on I research, or if I don't understand, I directly ask that speaker, hey, you have spoke that word, let's say pathetic in your speaking, can you please let me know what is the meaning of pathetic? A speaker will definitely tell me. Rewind, don't hesitate to replay sections for clarity. Yes, that's say, if you think that you are unable to understand something, if you want to require to replay the things, and you want to get clarity, please go through that. Never sit with that confusion. That will definitely help you. So that is all about in today's class, which is given here. Yes, which can definitely help you. But again, the concern is that practice required from your pocket. Now, what are we going to do? Allow me a minute. Let me show you if it works in my phone. When you go on YouTube, check on my screen. I am showing if it works. Allow me a minute. Let me check once more. Yeah. If you see on my screen, I am showing my Google to you all. Where what you have to do that when you go on YouTube, let's say it's my YouTube. If I go on home, I don't know. Yeah, if I go on home, let me go on YouTube here. So YouTube is visible. And when you type in the chat that search bar English podcast, when you type in English podcast, so see the podcast will open like this. There is an option of filter you can apply also if you want to apply. Which you want, do you want as per the level and all, you can go further with this. But let's say I want to see this podcast.
By so much history. Main Street feel.
I can already picture it. Small town America with a main street that has, let me guess, probably a diner, a small grocery store, maybe a town hall.
You're spotting, Marco. We even have a little movie theater that shows older movies on weekends. It's not super fancy, but it's cozy and has this charm you just can't find in big cities. So what about you, Marco? Where's home for you?
I'm from Genoa, Italy. It's a port city, one of the oldest in Europe with...
Yeah. So that's all about from my side in today's class. What you have to do that you have to be practice whenever you get the time. If you want that after the class, I will be sharing some podcast and videos link in WhatsApp channel. You can follow it from there and start following it. Yeah, that can definitely help you. But you have to start at these things.
Probably a diner, a small grocery store.
Are you getting? You all have to start that. So in the day that keep doing practice, because tomorrow also we'll talk about of listening. But tomorrow I will come for listening practice from my side. I will play one video on my screen. You have to watch that video. Then you have to answer up that videos in your understanding. Then I will see that. So this is an example which I shown you on my screen. So whenever you get time, you can practice it because in the next class we'll discuss. So we can close the class here. Now till 20 to 25 minutes are left. These are your these minutes are yours minutes. What you have to do, you all just go on YouTube and practice your listening. Okay. Let me make you clear that tomorrow I will take your class. But on Diwali means next day after tomorrow, I will be not taking your class. Online class will be open and that branch will be also open. Please don't ask any question here about branch. For branch, you can contact that staff. Okay. So let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 7 o'clock with the next part of this. So then our this week will be complete. Then we'll start our first week again, second week from that next day of Diwali. On the day of Diwali, let's take holiday of one day because during festival it's very tough to running come for you also and for me also because our class time will be worship time. So I will be busy with my family, same like you for doing worship and all. Okay. Thanks for joining classes and take care. Good night. Happy Dhanteras to you all.